What's up, everybody? Man, it's your boy, Mr. Dugas, coming at you with another video, man. And today I'm going to give my thoughts on LSU's upcoming schedule. It's not pretty. And I really believe that my thoughts on Bo Pelini and how I feel about him going forward. For everyone, if you want to check me out on my social media platforms, Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. I'm going to have all that information down in the description box. I may not always get a chance to respond to questions and comments on these videos, so feel free to DM me. And whenever I get a chance, I'm going to get back at you. Come holler at your boy, yo. Man, I tell you, man, obviously this has been a very, very extremely disappointing season for our LSU Tigers, coming off of an historic, national championship run last season. I knew this team coming into the season would not be a championship contender, but I clearly thought they would be much better than this, especially on the defensive side of the football. Now, I wasn't thrilled initially about the hire of Bo Pelini, but I still thought the defense would at least be competent because I knew they would be young, but I knew they had, some players over there. Derek Stingley, Jacoby Stevens, Damone Clark, Jabril Cox was coming in. I knew Elias Ricks was a big time freshman recruit. We had players, man, and obviously it just hasn't worked out, man. Whether it's the guys just, completely keep whiffing the scheme, or the scheme is just terrible to begin with. But watching the initial rankings of the college football playoffs, it's three things that I've noticed. Um, Alabama is number one, of course. Texas A&M is number five. Florida is number six. The next four games for LSU are against, assuming that they do indeed move the Alabama LSU game to next Saturday, which it looks like that's very possible. These next four games, these last four games are against complete explosive modern day offenses. A&M with Kellen Mond, that running game and those receivers have been explosive all year. Obviously, Alabama has probably the best offense in the entire country. With Mac Jones throwing the ball, Devontae Smith catching it, Najee Harris running it. Then you think about Florida with Kyle Trask playing as good as any quarterback in college football right now. They will have Kyle Pitts back, the best, most athletic tight end in college football right now. And then even Ole Miss, though they don't have a great record and, don't have a great team, they have an explosive offense with Lane Kiffin, who is one of the best offensive minds in college football. A team that scored, 38 points or so, put up a whole bunch of points. I forgot how many points they scored, but put up a whole bunch of points against Alabama, yo. These are the four modern day offenses, the best offenses in the SEC. And LSU has extremely struggled defensively and haven't even played none of those four juggernaut offenses yet. You let Mississippi State set records. They haven't been good ever since. You let Missouri go up and down the field. They haven't been that good this season. You let Auburn score all kind of points, which Auburn doesn't have an explosive offense like that. Arkansas had some big plays, this past weekend. I mean, for me, this defense, not to say they got to shut these teams down, because I can't expect them to shut these teams down. But man, you got to hold these teams to at least the high 20s, very, very low 30s, yo. If these teams are out there putting up big time yards and a whole lot of points against this defense, because these offenses are, though they're going to, have different personnel for years to come, they got the same coaches. Nick Saban coaching staff pretty much ain't going nowhere. Dan Mullen ain't going nowhere. Lane Kiffin ain't going nowhere. Jimbo Fisher ain't going nowhere. So these offenses are going to be good, not just this season, but for years to come. And if Bo Pelini sends a defense out there that gets completely embarrassed in these last four games, Like, it's no way that Coach O should bring him back. It's no way. Now, granted, unlike earlier in the year when Coach O was just still praising Pelini and still believing in him, despite how poor the defense has been playing, lately he's kind of gotten off of that tone a little bit if you listen to his press conferences. He just keeps saying how we need to be better. It ain't no, oh, well, I think Pelini gonna turn around. Like, he stopped doing all that. He's calling it like it is. Like, look, man, I'm not happy with this defense. We need to be better. And if Bo Pelini can't prove that this defense could at least be competent, at least, like I said, high 20s, early 30s, low 30s. If you can't hold these teams to that, you don't deserve to be the defensive coordinator for the LSU Tigers, man. Because next year, these young guys are going to be more seasoned. You got a great recruiting class coming in with some really good players on the defensive side of the ball. We can't afford to have another lost season with this guy basically, can't be not being able to keep up with modern day offenses. This is the cream of the crop. These next 4 teams are the cream of the crop in the SEC as far as offensive football. If this defense cannot slow them down, Bo Pelini has to be on his way out of Baton Rouge, yo. No doubts about it. No ifs, ands, or buts. He got to go, and we got to find another, either a more experienced D coordinator who's actually used to modern day offenses, or would I prefer a younger guy that's up and coming, pluck him from one of these other universities and see how, like similar what we did with Dave Aranda, and see how even better he does with superior talent. But with that being said, man, that's all I got for y'all today. Appreciate y'all checking out the video. Hit the like button for your boy. Give me a subscribe, man. I'm going to have LSU and NCAA football content throughout the year. Also, this coming Tuesday at 8 p.m. Eastern, 7 Central, 5 Pacific, I'm going to do a live Q&A. Y'all come on there, ask me anything, tell me anything. I'll answer your questions, respond to your comments, and give you a shout out on the live, yo. Y'all should join me. It'll be some good stuff. Until then, yo, y'all have a blessed one. Go Tigers.